All right, we're back. Tender, new tender, rebuilt harness, fixed the smoke hole. Got a nice brass insert threaded in. This is a Jubilee 444 E6 used in Pennsylvania and the Canadian area for fast passengers. It'll have four-wheel truck in front, a four-wheel truck in back. It'll have railings and all that, windows, the whole bit. It's pretty cool. This is a very bare bones. This is a factory Flyer 2-axle chassis. The Flyer smoke with a piston for puff and chuff. So that's all normal. You can see the Magna Rosa hanging out. That's our red magnets giving us this power DC permanent magnet armature fields. And it's a Fulmore style armature. And that's all in the engine, really. The engine chassis is the DC fields is the only change. Everything else is standard. Unfortunately, I haven't done the traction tires, so I'm not expecting a whole lot right now. The tender is the standard tender that would come with this engine. I took off the wheels because I'm going to have a different wheel. I'm just using that drawbar as a piece to pull the train, hook them together. So that's a standard Flyer tender without the body. And I've put down 2 adapters onto the metal frame. One adapter holds a 9-volt regulator for smoke. The other adapter holds the reverse unit and the AC to DC converter for the reverse unit, which is digital. So the body is held on by an upper and lower frame rails, and the lower frame rail is adapted to the chassis with 3 adapters. So there's 3 adapters to hold the body to the Flyer chassis. The body is a custom-made CAD computer-aided design from a mesh file that was an HO body that we uploaded, rescaled, and then we cut out the guts, made room for our stuff, and then we adapted it to the 2 upper and lower frame rails so we can adapt the lower frame rail to the chassis, the upper frame rail to the body, and the upper frame rail was actually then merged or molded or combined with that body. So the frame rail and the upper body is one piece now. You take it off, the frame rail sticks with it. The lower frame rail is bolted onto the chassis, and it's held with 3 adapters, front, middle, and rear. And they screw into various places on the chassis and then to the frame rail itself, and then the frame rails merge because they're actually one part that's been split. So it's fairly simple once you see how to do it. I'll show video later how we did it. I was in 3 days, I was fitting this engine on that chassis within 3 days. Then it was an HOSTL file that we downloaded for free. That's the good news. The other thing I've done to the smoke is I think I put in an 8 ohm heater and I'm feeding at 9 volts. And the fields, and that's it. That's all that's been done to the engine other than the body, okay? We took off the Atlantic body and we put on this particular Jubilee body, which is a lot different. It has a square firebox, it has an elongated cab, and it will have 4 rear wheels. Okay. So it's been running now at 14-15 volts. It's been pulling 2.5 to 3 amps, and I'm not sure why. Oh, the heater. If we turn off the heaters, the smoke heater, volt regulator, you'd probably see that drop. That's probably why. I'm going to jack it up to 16. The draw is still in the 2.5 to 3. You hear the change in the pitch, and you see the speed that's increased. Now, he's got speed, we see that. And he does have power. Last time we tried this, he just spun wheels. I'm going to put the 3 cars on, the 3 lightweight cars, and we'll just test it, see how it's doing. But what I like here now is the reliability, the response time. And it starts moving at about 8-9 volts. So there, you can kind of pull in if you want. Nice and slow smoke. You see the smoke popping up. Okay, let's bring these bodies down. These are 4 Illinois Central box cars. It's because I'm from Illinois. I get to pick what I want, yeah? There we are. We're coupled up. I think these should pull. Oh, now we've done it. We've timed out enough where it went to neutral and reverse. It's discharging a certain amount. Come on. Reverse, neutral, forward. There we go. I have to put more resistance into this. All right, so there's 12. There's 13. I can feel it slipping a little bit. But it is running. It's not a very heavy body, not a very heavy mass on here, so the tires are not going to get good traction from the weight. Maybe I could just throw some weights on there and see if that helps. Crank it up to about 14. Still pulling. Still puffing. I could lower the heat. It looks like we got plenty of smoke, so I could lower the temperature a little bit, and that may help us with amps to the motor. I like the size of this engine. It's not too long, not too short, and I like the square box a little bit. And the finishing up, when I do the side skirts and the linkage in front, it's going to make a dramatic difference. And the railings and the windows. Well, this is a alpha, babe. I mean, this is a second body printed of that shape. So we're just beginning to feel the architecture out. What does it need from style points of view? What I'm here now is fit and reliability. If I can get the good fits, the thing bolts together like a dream. 3 screws, you got it together. And the chassis works well. I want to adapt something to that front adapter, but the rear is just wonderful for that digital reverse. So the level 1 stuff will just bolt right in. It's running, it's reliable, it's smooth, it's pulling. Okay, we're gonna try another car or two, maybe? What have I got here? I got a cattle car. I got a couple cattle cars. Let's see what they do. We have refrigerated cars coming up with fruit from New Orleans, and we got cattle cars taking our livestock to the Chicago stockyard. No, I don't know where they're going now. I guess Kansas City now. They closed the stockyards in Chicago, which is probably fine. It smelled up the whole south side. Well, doesn't like that. Oh, one little wheel here got cockeyed on us. It's spinning. Still 2.5 amps, so it's just spinning at 2.5 amps. It needs traction and it needs mass. 6 cars. Bummer. No sense burning it up. Yeah, it's struggling. Okay. I'm going to put some traction tires on it. Problem is, you got to put them on and then let them cure from the plastic adhesive. So let's do that and give it another shot. And I'll post this to let you know we're up and running. It's looking very strong, looking reliable. The wiring is much neater now. It's not hanging down and catching on the track and chasing it around. Yeah, these tenders are pretty stable. They have a little mass to them with that metal. So let me get to it and I'll post this and show you what happens later.